Hi guys, my name is Lisa Tuff. This is my last video in my 3-part series, and this video is all about how to create a beautiful salon environment. I'm a hairstylist and makeup artist at Loon Beauty Boutique, and a huge focus of mine over the last little while is to be able to use a lot of the challenges that I have gone through to be able to help other hairstylists. So this is all based on my Busy Issues program, which is a well-being program for hairstylists. So I'm honored to just be here and be sharing some of this with you guys. So when I ask what makes up a really beautiful salon environment, the first thing that usually comes to people's mind is the aesthetic, the look and feel of a place. And usually that sort of is a combination, but it's usually clean, crisp, beautiful, and all of the senses are in check. So you have beautiful scents and things feel beautiful. So usually aesthetic is one of the first things that come to people's mind. But I do find, in my opinion, that it's a combination of aesthetic, relationships, and experience. So those are the 3 topics that I'm going to cover with you guys today. And we're gonna start off with Samantha. She is the owner of Loon Beauty Boutique. She is the absolute queen at creating a beautiful, serene, crisp, forever changing environment at Loon Beauty Boutique. We get so many compliments from our clients. She has this knack for being able to keep things moving around in a way that feels fresh and new. So I am gonna hand it over to Samantha, and she is gonna go over her top few tips at keeping the salon environment clean and beautiful.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha and I'm owner of Loon Beauty Boutique and Salon, and I'm really excited to share some tips and tricks on how to create a beautiful salon environment.
How do you keep the salon looking so fresh and beautiful all the time?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I feel like it's really important to constantly change and move things around in the salon, just to add some different interest. And I'm very much into feng shui. You definitely want to have your lighting right. You want to make sure that you have lots of plants around you to cleanse the air and to add some oxygen, because we are obviously working with a lot of different products on a daily basis. So it's really great to keep the air quality fresh.
So what is your secret to knowing when to move things around and where to put them?
So typically, whenever I feel like the space is feeling stale or the air quality is stale, then I know that things need to be moved around. Or sometimes we tend to accumulate a lot of clutter, and I find that when we're working around clutter, then we might feel a little bit confined. And I always say that, clear out the clutter so that you don't have any clutter in your life. So as soon as it starts feeling a little bit disorganized in here, or messy, then that's usually when I want to clear out spaces and move things around. But I think just by adding a few, our cabinet in here for our color station, moving the products around a little bit, and changing the retail space slightly can make another area look like we've changed it even though we haven't. So in terms of creating a vision, yeah, usually I will just be walking by and have an idea in mind and try it out, and that's kind of how it is. It's more trial and error.
What can you suggest for people that possibly aren't as artistic or maybe don't have those great ideas all the time?
A great way of learning how to do something like that is gaining inspiration. So I think getting inspiration, being an artist, we're always looking for inspiration. We're always looking to create in to some capacity. So, it kind of goes hand in hand. And I think looking online, going on Pinterest, going on Instagram, you can find so much content on there that inspires you to understand where, or to see where you can fit, your furniture, or where you can place your furniture, where you can place your little, trinkets, as I like to call them. Or chachkas, whatever you want to call them. So having a space where it's not cluttered, but enough interest in the studio adds to the art in its space.
You'll be like, woo! Thank you so much, Samantha. She has such a beautiful natural knack for these things, and I'm so happy that she was open to coming on and sharing that with you. The other way that we can create a really beautiful, forever changing environment is by having elements of surprise and uncertainty for the clients when they come in. Because a lot of people in the salon will come in and ask, is that a new couch? Or is that, Is that new? And a lot of the time we don't actually get a lot of new things in salon. It's just the way that Samantha moves things around, and now sometimes I'll feel confident about moving stuff around a little bit more. It's not really my forte, but I will a little bit more. So a few of the ways that I keep things exciting in the salon is by creating fresh new Pinterest boards. It's so refreshing for clients to be able to see new, fresh inspiration that pertains to the look that you want to give them. So I thank Morgan. She was my personal assistant before. She got a lot of those started for me, and now I've been able to just kind of keep building on them. So, you know, I have categories that are ravishing reds and bombshell blondes and long layered haircuts, fresh edgy men's cuts or edgy undercuts, or taking the time to not only find a product of the month that I can feature, that we can do a little treatment around, like a new color lock service for our clients on a discounted price, something new that they can try out. And the second topic is relationships. So having great relationships around you in your work environment can make all the difference. So I'm gonna go over 5 of the human needs that can create a really great environment and a few of my tips around them. So the first one is certainty and uncertainty. We all want that certainty that we can go into work and not have conflict. We all want to have certainty that we can go into work. So that's why, you know, this whole situation that we've all made it through, in my opinion, over the last few months, has really helped to strengthen us and give us faith and courage in ourselves, and that we do have the ability to change things. So certainty is essential for grounding. And uncertainty is that element of surprise that I was just talking about when surfacing some of the ways to keep things new and exciting in the salon. Uncertainty is something that we all really need too. Being able to change ourselves, change the salon environment, like Samantha is so good at, really keeps things feeling fresh and new, learning new things. Those types of things can really keep that little bit of pep in your step and keeping you moving, growing, educating yourself at all times. So in the second video in this series, I went through my morning ritual and how I prep my energy. Our energy is one of the most important things in creating a beautiful environment, especially in the relationships that we have within the salon. So it's always good to sort of check in with our energy, know what we're bringing to work, what we're bringing to the table. And even if you're in a salon environment where you don't necessarily get along with everybody, being your best self, being calm, being patient, and being your best for your clients is all that you can really do. You can't really control everyone around you, but you can do your best to take these little steps and possibly check in with what you could possibly do to connect a little bit more with your clients. So the second human need is love. So to love others is something that happens naturally, but to love yourself is so important. So be kind to yourself, using kind words to yourself and not putting yourself down, and being aware of how much judgment is sinking into your everyday, whether you're judging yourself or judging others. Being in a state of judgment can actually prevent us from receiving the love that we are giving ourselves, especially if we are judging ourselves, and if we are judging others, then it actually prevents us from being in a state of receiving that love that we have from them, or knowledge and lessons that we can receive through our ears. So it is so important to bring that element of love to the table, loving your clients, loving yourself. The third human need is connection. So finding ways to just connect with other people. Sometimes you just need to step outside of the work talk, which is the pot calling a kettle black right now, because I actually am so good at being work all the time that I actually had a hard time with this for a long time. I didn't know how to talk to anyone about anything besides work. So, and it was just because I was working so much, I didn't really have a lot of other stuff going on. So, and when the other stuff that I did have going on deteriorated, it really showed me how important it was to find some time to recreate space for hobbies in my life so that I could be more human with my clients and be more human with the people that I work with. So be more human is the best way to connect. Tammy Patton and Ellie Weisbaum, who is a professor at the University of Toronto, who I did a mindfulness program with, were two great people that have explained this to me in so many different ways, and how you can be more yourself. trying to be a little bit more of one person instead of the person that you are at home versus the person that you are at work versus the person, trying to find ways to integrate all of those. And Shanila Sattar, who actually led my breathwork training, is also a fantastic person to go to about identity integration. Check out her page, she is fantastic. So find a way to just connect. If people are really closed off, you can just let them be, let them flow, let go of the need to connect if you aren't receiving that back from others. The other tip is to actually have monthly meetings with the salon and with your coworkers, because things that are unsaid can manifest into resentment and can sometimes manifest into things that actually aren't really present. They can just be thought manifestations. So getting together with your staff, getting together with the stylists can help people have that sense of control or sense of autonomy and freedom of speech, so that they feel that their words are being heard in the salon environment. So as a salon owner or manager, it's really great to be able to allow your stylists to feel heard and to be able to voice the problems or voice their opinions or suggestions and solutions, so that everybody can feel like everyone is working together as a unit. The fourth human need is significance. So it's really important to make sure, whether you're the salon owner or a stylist in a salon, to find people's gifts, see their forte, and give them recognition for that. So helping people to feel significant, feeling like they have a place, that they're worthy, that they're needed. So it can be as simple as thanking them for doing the work that they do. Thank you so much for cleaning up everything today. It was such a busy day. Really appreciate you. It can be as simple as telling someone that they did a killer haircut or an amazing color, or like, oh, that balayage, what? It was amazing. Like, just really pumping people up, and you just be genuine about it. There were so many years through my life where I actually just said really great things about people behind their back, and my friend Crystal was like, Lisa, do you ever tell people what you really think of them? Which is always usually good. I'm not really like a gossiper. I really don't have time to sit around and say negative things about people. I really feel like it doesn't get us anywhere and it's a waste of time. Well, I just try to find solutions and things so that we can better ourselves and make life a little more enjoyable. So lighting others up, highlighting their significance, and even when you're doing your monthly meetings, you can take that time to allow stylists to teach some of their tricks and tips. If they're really good at organizing things, then have them share their tips about how they organize the shampoo schedule, or how they did that beautiful balayage the other day, or how, you can actually get your stylists to talk a little bit about their tips with how they connect with their clients, and it can create a really great discussion. And the last human need is purpose and meaning. That's definitely the place that I am in my life. I've been behind the chair for over 15 years, and I'm really finding that, especially through all of the challenges that I've had, I really just want to help people to grow and find ease in their lives, because all of the challenges that I've been through, I've had to find solutions for. And it took a lot of working through my ego before I was actually really able to ask for help. And it took me hitting rock bottom before I got to that point. So there are so many ways that I've been able to help create fluidity in my body and ease my muscles, set my body posture up properly, get my mental state in check for my day, and be able to create meaning and purpose in my life. And by doing these little videos and sharing some of the tips and tricks that I have to be able to create a better life and to be able to create meaning behind some of my challenges, helps me feel like I was able to get through those for a reason and to be able to help others. So that is what is rewarding for me. And I think as hairstylists, being able to make people look and feel their best, watching them walk in, they're just, complaining and they're down and they're having a hard time about things. And then by the time that their hair is done, they are like, watch out. And that is what we do. So I love being a hairstylist. I love being able to do these videos and help you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this 3-part series. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you found that this was helpful. Please share any of your tips and tricks for creating a beautiful salon environment. I'd love to know, and it will just help to keep this ball rolling and keep helping and supporting one another. And I hope you guys are all doing really well and flourishing with salons reopening.